be calling you a radical. So this is important for all you fainting goats, Trump-et slurping freaks. Trump's no different than Obama. In fact, I want you to think about this. Fukushima happened on Obama's. No, Trump's watch. He's been president for how long? Fuck. Identical twins. Now, I want you to think about this under the Trump administration. Historic record unemployment. Ecology collapses. Stock market makes all-time highs. By the way, that was the same as the Obama administration. Oh, except for the unemployment part. Pandemic. Freaking service-based economy. So the flushing the tanks, dog and pony show. It's all over. You guys are posting your Facebook and your stuff all over because you still have to be fed. I've learned the so-called alternative media, the so-called kind, they're worse than the mainstream media. Alternative media is way worse. As I said I am the alternative to the alternative. You can't see through the muck. You're too blinded by the dead fucking burned out trees in the forest. Whatever they feed you, I believe, indoctrinated. Right, left, red pill, blue pill, gonzoed. Well, there's still some logic out there. There's a few of us. So, gonna dump tanks. Let's post it on Facebook. Let's post it all over. Where you been for 3,000? Where you been, Freeburg Child? Where you going, Freeburg Child? Where you been? For the last 3,500 some odd days. They've been dumping the entire time. Have you noticed they've been dumping? Do the math. If they built tanks and filtered this water and put it into these tanks, there would be literally hundreds of millions of tanks. The death on the peninsula. Oh, coincidence. Taipo's dead. Oh, coincidence. Salmon collapse. Oh, coincidence. Fukushima fires. Oh, coincidence. All coincidence. All coincidence. COVID-19. Coincidence. All fucking post-Fukushima. All science. That doesn't get it in science. What I've done gets it in science. Do the fuck. First you hypothesize the knowledge. They're going to lie. They're going to lie. Remember they told you? Arnie Gundershill. I had to kick him off my site day one. These are not meltdowns. These were hydrogen blasts. Now, when I hired workers, and he built the fuel assemblies there. How about Chris Liar Busby? Oh, no, it will dilute in the ocean. Anybody that tells you the solution to pollution is dilution, this is not pollution. This is nuclear fallout, plutonium. This is the opposite. It actually grows over time. Doesn't dilute, grows. I'm Helen Caldecott to Kevin Blatch in my face. Kevin, you can't say Fukushima at my anti-nuclear symposium. Go ask Noam Chomsky. I'm sitting right next to him. Noam's eyeballs are like this at me. I'm like, so I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm an anti-nuclear, what's Fukushima? I told her that, just like that, word for word. By the way, she got drunk and her own symposium didn't show up the next morning. She was hungover. Didn't come till noon. These are your anti-nuclear activists! If they show up on mainstream media, especially if they showed up on Czar T. Unbelievable. The collapse on the peninsula right now? Oh, that's just clear over in Russia. Oh, really? I forget how geographically illiterate people are in this country. Fucking. Jet stream moves left to right. Breaking news, fish swim. In science, we call them outliners, so they've been dumping the whole time. Oh, they've made the decision we're going to dump next year. Fuck, please. What's rain? You don't think rain washes over all that fucking waste? How about the bags on it? They freely admitted. The typhoons have just carried them out to sea. The mob running the whole thing. They've been dumping, so I want to ask everybody. We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns, right? Rightfully so. We've spent trillions trying to prevent nuclear. We spent why do you think we have cooling towers? You know how much those things cost? We have security from hell. We have planes in the air. We have a military complex that spends hundreds of billions of years. We spend trying to prevent nuclear meltdowns or terrorism blowing up a nuclear reactor, because we know how radioactive, But when 3 meltdowns happen, see no nuclear evil, speak no, we just ignore, because we're the weak, lean, baby boomer, echo boomer America. You need to learn to speak American. America Vespucci's buried in Florence, Italy, born there. He never spoke the Queen's English. The only thing Sarah Palin got right, you can see Russia from Alaska. Oh boy. It's right there. The peninsula's dead. Japan. Remember when the bridge washed up from Fukushima, Japan on Gold Beach, Oregon on day 6? Oh, it takes 42 to... What? Fuck. They were picking it up at Berkeley's secret milk set. I read it online. It was leaked to me. They were detecting it in California. Sacramento detected nuclear fallout from Fukushima within 6 hours. It's called the jet stream. Fugo me not! What's that? A Fugo bomb. Oh, it's a Fugo. So the meltdowns happen, then nada. Nothing. We believe. I've learned the alternative media and just think about it. Think about how many people took on Fukushima, including Alex Jones. All the radical right-wingers. Hardcore took it on for one reason. Their hatred for Obama. Their Lord and Savior. I'll be in front of the White House soon. I'm sick. I've raised about half the money to get my teeth done. I shouldn't say half. I've raised $700. I got to get 15. So, yeah. I'm getting there. Start on them, get them done, then I'll be at the peace vigil. So right there in front of the White, mutual exclusive of each other. Doesn't even know each other. 2 different times because I'm right there, taking my turn, doing my part. But just remember, Trump tear gassed the peace vigil. Think about that one. So, holds his Bible at the church we usually sleep in, the Million Mass Martyrs. I'm a fool to do all your dirty work. Oh, am I a fool? While full of cancer. Preachers they're out there preaching, I'm listening to them, calling Trump, Donald J. Trump, their Lord and Savior. Now, if that doesn't fucking fit the Bible's bearing false witness, false prophets, you tell me. I'm like, Lord and Savior, huh? Whoa, that's a pretty big fucking leap. Lord and Savior. Donald Trump, grab him you think... Whoa, talk about blasphemy. Talk about go to hell. Talk if you believe in any of that fucking book. Talk about the false prophets. Talk about the fucking worship the golden calf. The opposite of Jesus. My God, Jesus. Whoa, completely the opposite of anything, Donald J. He's absolutely asymmetric to Trump. And to Franklin Graham. And to Joel Osteen. Jesus is exactly the opposite of those people. Give up your materialistic possessions. That's socialist. Heal the afflicted, feed the poor. Throw the fucking money changers out of that temple with a radical fucking metered fuck. Long-haired fucking bearded, idealistic, righteous, the opposite of them. I'm like, oh, he's your Lord and Savior. When's he going to turn the holy water into wine? Oh, he don't drink. Self-righteous. Okay, maybe he should fucking start. Then they all fucking drop their Fukushima rhetoric. Every one of them. I look back, Jan, Miss Milky the Clown, I look back at all these people. All of them. I look back at these free radicals attached to me. What the fuck were they doing to me? Remember, I was full of cancer. Fucking grabbed onto me, clinged onto me, fucking coattailed me, why? Now I look back on it. Talk about the useful idiots paid. Then Trump and then they just flee. Trump's the greatest fucking nuclear pork president in history. He doled out fucking 1.4 billion yesterday to NewScale. The day before, I like all you QAnon lunatics. When he spent $30 million fighting off teenage freaking sex charges, including Miss Teen Utah here in Utah. You remember he owned Miss Teenage Pageant, would go in there while they were in the dressing room, walk around and freaking touch. Yeah, up is down, black is white, wrong is right. Isn't that, It's like you're in a relationship. I used to have the greatest professor. When I went to the #1 school of business in the United States, I taught there. Weber State School of Business was, now they're last. There used to be a professor up there named Sandra Powell. She was a genius. She's the only one left alive out of them all, anyway. She was an ethics professor. She used to say, okay, these are top-notch students around the world. If you're in a relationship, whether it be business, marriage, whatever, you have a contract between each other. You have a trust between each other. And one continually cheats on the other one. Whose fault is it? And then she takes it further. She says, well, you're a man and a woman. You're married. The man keeps cheating on you, cheating on you, cheating on you. Or vice versa. Whose fault is it? And everybody, you know, these are smart kids. She says, it's a person allowing them to cheat. Because up is down. And so I've said it for years. If you're in a relationship and the one starts accusing you of cheating, you can bet your ass they're cheating. That's the way it works. That's how it's gone in this country. Up is down, black is white. They've already dumped all the fucking ways. Well, not all the ways. They're dumping it every day. These are ongoing fucking meltdowns. This is the greatest catastrophe in human history. In science, Kevin Blanche, probably the greatest scientist fucking, you know, I misspoke on fucking Albert yesterday. Price Anderson, 1953, when they're pushing it through. I don't think it ratified till after his death. But, you know, a lot of people said that's part of what caused his death. He was so pissed off about fucking Price Anderson and the nuclear cartel. I mean, he was going crazy about it. Light bent. Ran off the intuitive mind like I do. First you hypothesize the knowledge. Oh, they're lying. These are full-blown out meltdowns. They're going to push it into the fucking sea. They're just going to lie. They're going to lie. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was one fucking meltdown. Kevin Blanche. Then you have to fucking do the field work. It's going to give you cancer. It's going to give you cancer. I get cancer. I went into the bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. Think about that one. A death sentence. ML de Nouveau OS, a death sentence. Open heart surgery. I mean, what I've gone through in 9 years. Whoo, put me on a fucking nuclear cross. Take me down to the Virgin Springs. Wash away my suffering. Walked the whole coast of California. Walked from Mexico to San Francisco. Multiple times, by the way. Hundreds of hours of dead tide pool work. But the sheep, there's 50 minutes. What's a healthy tide pool look? I mean, they don't know. There's a guy out there posting these videos all over. Me and the family went over these. I found one Bristol star and one thing. Fuck, there should be. I mean, it's disgusting. They're toxic. And by the way, it's against the law to pull anything out of a tide pool. They do it anyway. And post it online. Salmon. Record return. Oh, been going. No. Record returns. Record escapement. What's that? What? Salmon live in the Pacific Ocean? Yep. Still had started to collapse on cue because their life cycle is fucking only a couple years. They go to sea twice. They're called half pounders the first time. There's none. I mean, the Rogue River's empty. All of them are empty. Record returns. You can look it up on the Columbia. It says, wait, Chinook go to sea for 5 years. 2016, they'll collapse. Smoking gun. Smoking gun. Was not like this. They went, what? And they freaked out. Scientists are mystified. They're baffled. They're puzzled. They're stumped. They're perplexed. They're not scientists. The fires, it's going to cause a heat source. It's going to fucking dry out these fucking trees. I'm the first guy that even started reporting the trees were fucking dying, the pines. Pines hold radiation in their fucking needles. They got too much. I predicted it all. It's going to cause a heat bubble over the western United States. It's going to cause the Great Salt Lake to go fucking dry. It's going to cause plutonium fires. Do the field work. 9 years of hardcore field, fucking including in a bone marrow transplant center. Then you defend your work. Defend your work against these fucking monsters. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, the Department of Energy. By the way, they hired teams of trolls. I've gone to the FBI. Fucking the most corrupt fucking shit you while I'm in critical condition. To attack, I mean, think about these fuckers mixing, putting videos. I mean, Google's taking them down now, but they did the damage. I had guns in my face twice. I'm in a bone marrow transplant center with fucking a central line hanging out of my jugular, bald headed down to 119 pounds, pigment burned out of my eyes. There's videos of me in an ICU unit with my chest split open on heart surgery, and they're posting videos around that I fake cancer. Fuck. Come with me. Go talk to my doctors. You know, felonies. But the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, the United States Department of Energy, the untouchables. It's unbelievable what they've pulled off. These crimes against fucking humanity, crimes against the fucking earth, crimes against all. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in fucking human history by 1 billion times. There have been more animals and more species fucking die in the past 9.5 going on 10 years than the previous 10 million combined. Ecology totally wiped out. Unemployment record fucking highs. Debt at all-time historic highs. Stock market makes all-time high. Go, my Lord and Savior! Oh, it's biblical. Fucking, and the fucking people that have gone along with this, for you have bared false witness. Hell awaits you all, especially these preachers. Jesus died so I could be rich. Okay, all right. Off to hell. You know what he said hell was, and I agree with Einstein. He said hell was a black hole. Kevin Metalbron, quantum fucking physics, fucking plasma physicist. It's a gas coming off, bringing star power to Earth, Livermore, California. By the way, that's where Kamala Harris's mom worked. Cancer research PhD who died of cancer. Rachel Carson on chemo. Rachel Carson on radiation. Kevin Blanche almost became one of those. I'm alive and kicking. We'll see. We'll see. So the FBI, the CIA, everybody that's involved at all knows, NSA, CIA, they've gone along off to hell. Off to hell. Not my words. That's Jesus, the activist. And I'm not that religious, but I sure like the fucking good, strong activist that he was. Go ahead. It's just like in Austria when I'm in Vienna. One guy had his arms crossed like this while everybody's doing the high step and salute. Everybody in Austria now says, his name was Augusta Landmeiser. That's my grandpa. That's my great uncle. One fucking guy. Who was right? He was. So to stand up to this tsunami of ignorance and apathy, are they gonna dump? They've been dumping the whole time. Too blind to see the fucking writing on the wall. You're not ready for the fucking fall. A man can tell 1,000 lies. I've learned my lesson well. Hope I live to tell. Oh, I've lived to tell. Fugo me not. They've been dumping the whole fucking time. Alternative media, 1,000 times worse than mainstream media. 1,000 fucking times. Kevin Blanche, the light. The cancer. The greatest fight in human history. The fight is the fucking life. Stay tuned.